Okay, so instead of using my big microphone, I'm using this teeny weeny small one. Sorry if you heard that. But this is another mental health update. A little ways back on my channel, I had made a video about how I started taking Lamotrigine 25 milligram, and I was on that for almost 2 months, I want to say. In that video, I said that I was going to make a video 1 month after I posted that one, because that was when I was supposed to see my psychiatrist again, and she was supposed to up the dose. But that ended up having to be like pushed out to another date, just some things that came up. And so when I eventually saw her, I was on the Lamotrigine for maybe 2.5 months. And while I was having no side effects, I was just feeling as worse as just feeling like if the medicine wasn't doing anything at all. So I brought this up to my doctor, and she had told me that based on my GeneSight test, which is a blood test that you do, and it can let the doctors know which medicines would work well and which ones wouldn't work for you. So because the Lamotrigine was doing like absolutely nothing, I was like feeling as worse as I had felt in a long time. So during that appointment, she put me back on a medication that I was on before, which is called Buproprion, or I think the brand name is like Wellbutrin or something. But I'm on the one called Buproprion XL. And I just started it 2 days ago, roughly 2 days ago. So now these videos are going to be my experience with Buproprion moving forward. And the reason that I was on it before and I ended up getting taken off of it and switched around a bunch of medicines, I was on the lowest dose, which is 150 milligrams, I think. So, and I was on that for about a month and a half. And so typically when you go to your next appointment, they raise the dose if it's not working for you. But for some reason during my appointment, while I was first on the bupropion, my doctor instead wanted to try an entirely different medicine. So I was like, okay, like this one isn't working anyway, so I was open to it. But then more stuff happened, and medicine swap after medicine swap. You get the idea. But now I'm back on bupropion. Again, back on the 150. So I'm to stay on the 150 milligram for about, I think she said a month. And then in a month, she wants to up it to 300 milligram. I'm not sure what the highest dose of bupropion is, but I'm interested to see, because I've never been on a higher dose than 150 for bupropion. So I'm interested to see if that even still will do nothing, or if there will be a difference. But yeah, that's the whole medicine side of it. But also during that same appointment when she put me back on Buproprion, she told me that I was a good candidate for something called ECT, or I think it's called electroconvulsive therapy, something like that. Basically, you go, they put you under anesthesia, so they knock you out, and then they put these like little electric, like sticky node things on your forehead. Usually it's one on each temple. And while you're unconscious, they do that. And then they turn on the electricity machine, and what it does is it zaps your brain and temporarily, it like gives you a seizure for like 1 to 2 minutes. So, and the whole point of it is to kind of like the part of your brain where depression and anxiety and all that ugly thing goes on, it zaps the seizure, it like seizes that part of the brain, is like what I'm trying to say. It's hard to describe. I'm not no means a medical, no medical knowledge. So, but yeah, I'm supposed to be having that done soon. I actually go for the EKG this coming Tuesday, which I think would be, I don't know what date it would be, but this coming Tuesday, whenever this video is posted. But yeah, pretty excited, a little bit nervous, but not really, just because when they put you under anesthesia, I feel like you just have nothing to worry about. So, yeah. Journey continues with my terrible brain doing terrible things. But yeah, this was another little mental health update. So I'll probably be deleting the Lamotrigine video, because there's no point, and I wouldn't be able to make a second one anyways. But yeah, back on Buproprion, gonna get my brain shook up. But yeah, update.